I'm Mila Kashiobara, and I'm 11 years old. Lately, I've not been feeling like myself. At the most random times, I'd start bursting out into tears. I have an urge to clench my fists, and I just want to hit something. I say, I can't, and I don't know what I can't do. I just know that I can't do anything. I don't know how I see hope in all the darkness, but I do know that my mom tells me I'm okay and that I'll get through it. But I also like to read an enthusiastic book called Friends Forever. It's based on the author's life in 8th grade. Throughout the book, it shows her trying to be perfect or beautiful, but at the end, she has to come to terms with the realization that she just has to be enough for herself. We also see her go through a lot of depression. The book shows me that I'm not alone, and that gives me hope. I know I would help a friend or a loved one, I just don't know how. I've not had a lot of friends go through anxiety, fear, or them being stressed out. I am aware of one of my friends is always very stressed out with things like homework and getting things done in time. When things like that happen to her, I decide to leave her alone. I just need to let her do her homework and cool down. I give her the gift of space and respecting her feelings. But if it seems like someone is sad, I would usually try to cheer them up. In these cases, I think it would be the most helpful thing to leave them alone. I actually go through anxiety myself. Sometimes I have a fear of running out of oxygen, and I always get very anxious when I don't have my water bottle with me. I have panic attacks, shortness of breath. At first, I thought it was a medical issue. But whenever I did not have my water bottle on hand, the bad things I thought would happen never happened. Since my mom is a psychologist, I know a little bit about what anxiety was. My mom saying she was worried made me worry. It took me a little over a year to come to the realization that I might need some help controlling my anxiety. My mom thought it was a good idea for me to get a therapist, and so did I. I thought it would be really awkward, but I knew my mom knew what she was doing. It took us a while, but then we found the perfect therapist for me. Since I'm a person of color, Asian and Latina, it was important to have a therapist as color as well. And we did not see any. I was a little worried, but we ended up finding a great therapist who was Asian like me. Although I was a little scared and embarrassed at first, because I was going to tell someone I didn't really know things I hadn't told anyone. Plus, there have always been stereotypes in shows and in books that taking therapy was bad and humiliating. Also, hearing people make jokes about it didn't help at all. But she ended up being great. She has given me a lot of tips about my anxiety that has really helped. So I learned that therapy really does do something, and I'm very grateful.